Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising, everybody. Hold on. It was a bit tight. Trying to wear this edge protector. How's everybody's morning going in? Hey. I hope the echo is gone. But yeah. I swear it's been something. I don't know if anybody else says, but it's some type of timeline shit. Ooh. I slept for so long. I swear I must have slept for longer than I've ever slept. Literally. So there must be a reason for that. There must be a reason, but yeah, it's still kind of ginger tea. It's gonna be cold, but yeah. So how is everybody's weekend going? I do get a strong sense of upset. There's a lot of gossip, a lot of finger pointing. Could be relevant, may not be. May just be a thing where, the universe is just making you aware of it. Excuse me, sorry, it's protocol. But yeah, there's a lot of gossip. I sense like a strong sense of hidden animosity, which really is misdirected. I don't know why, but yeah, it's misdirected. And a lot of misdirected anger for whatever reasons. I mean, from your life and your health, and you have all your limbs, do you understand? There's no reason to be angry. So I sense that something's been uncovered, or possibly some truths have been exposed where maybe someone else was labeled as like a angry, unhinged individual. People can clearly see that that's like a fake narrative. 9 times out of 10, the person that's relentlessly speaking that type of negativity, like Chinese whispers, 10 times out of 10, they're the ones who resonate in their energy. And they're probably revealing themselves. But they can't help it. Okay. So let's see what the cards are saying today. I don't know, but that sleep was like, did I just really miss a day? I did, you know. And I don't even know how that happened. Literally, I thought it was Saturday. And it's not Saturday, guys. Clearly it's stupid. Okay, so what is my collective today? Today is Sunday, not Saturday. Oh. So, we have the Queen of Swords in the upright with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Queen of Swords can be male or female, so somebody in this energy, from what I can gather, has persevered through some sort of, I don't know if you want to call it misfortune or attack, possibly slander, defamation, but somebody's persevered. And for some of you, I sense that it was a lot. A lot that was not warranted, it was unjustified, it wasn't deserving. But I kind of gather that you kind of turned it to your advantage in the sense of you didn't allow that to make you bitter. You didn't allow that to make you angry, if that makes any sense. You kind of utilize that negative energy, you just transmute it into light. So you kind of like knuckle down in whatever you was focusing on. For some of you, you've been very creative over these last few days, maybe even week. You kind of putting your thoughts into some type of action, depending on what you're trying to build. So that's what the Seven of Pentacles clarifies. Some type of work you've gotten into. You kind of found you maybe have like a gift in it. So you utilize that to your advantage, which is good. So in that sense, you kind of don't have much time to dwell on what's going on the outside. You kind of just went within and just honed in on that focus and got shit done, basically. So whatever it is, congratulations, I'm happy for you. Happy for you. Yeah, it's good. Because I get sometimes, especially on this app as well, I've noticed that you get a lot of gang stalkers. Ooh. Collective. Collective. Shit. So something's been illuminated. Some truth or lies have been exposed. Because I swear to you, I've never had the Eight of Swords come out in the reverse. So that tells me somebody's lies have been exposed. Yeah, because the sun's out here too. And the sun is like illumination. Like if you notice with the sun card, that's like basically saying, if you look at the two eyes on that, that's like basically saying with your eyes shut, you can still see. You don't need to have your eyes open to see. Not see, see. So, I don't think I'm the only one that's been illuminating on this, but what I can definitely say is, I do sense it is quite bad whatever truth is being exposed with the exorcism and reverse. This could possibly bring like criminal charges, possibly, maybe even jail time. I have to say what I see, regardless of how it sounds. So just know if anybody has experienced this, just know that you've gotten through the worst. That I will say. So clearly, whatever this is has left someone else in a sense of despair. Yeah. So that's not good. It's not good. And this is someone that took some type of quick action. So they didn't really weigh the odds or think things through. I think they kind of acted impulsively. What I can say is this is the result of when you go into situations with negative intentions. Do you understand? Like you present yourself, I don't know, as a wolf gift wrapped with a bow on it. Do you understand? In that type of analogy. But what I will say is whatever it is, isn't small. And I sense that is led on to maybe other things being uncovered for why it could be an individual, it could be multiple people that are in anxiety. They're not sleeping. Yeah. I know I sleep good. But what I will say is, whilst they was doing these things, this is how you know that this is who people are. Because if you can commit these egregious acts against people and sleep soundly at night, that's who you are, it's in you. Do you understand? It comes so easy to you. But yet though, you will present yourself to the public as a total opposite, which is very narcissistic. I sense that I have to just say what I see in it. I sense that a lot of people was dabbling in things they never understood. They kind of like just looked at the outcome in a sense of what they can gain, but they never really looked at the intentions in it. So if you're going to go into something with the wrong intention, how can you expect a golden outcome? It doesn't work like that. Especially when you target specific individuals. So I kind of sense that these are individuals that believe they're above the law, or they have some type of ties to individuals in power or individuals in powerful places. Which way you want to articulate. What I can say is it was reckless, whatever they did. It's like it was rushed. So there was no true thought process beyond whatever it is. And that's why it went left. So this could be, do you know what I'm thinking of as well? You do have people out there that, for whatever reasons, they like to try to manipulate or control other people's thoughts or perceptions. Possession? Oh, so they were trying to possess people with dark magic. Oh. What? Really? I mean, this is the kind of thing you see on movies. Or maybe it's naive to actually think that people would never actually do this in real life. But clearly they would, because otherwise how would they get the idea for the movie? For a lot of you, this is what people do. I just say the chips are falling because I've literally seen a lot of organizations being exposed, like people are speaking out, rightfully so. So sometimes you have to be like sacrificial lamb in it and stand in the firing line. to expose these types of truths, regardless of the outcome, regardless how people's going to take it. Do you understand? It's not your decision to try and control how people receive the message. We're just here to give the message. So yeah, don't get so okay. This is what we've been doing. Using darker means to possess the minds of others. No, too many fell out then. Or it's just to gain some type of abundance, or people's manifestation. Or maybe they up the ante and sort of targeting individuals that emulate naturally the Nine of Pentacles, which is clear abundance. In whatever shape or form you wish to look at it, it is abundance. Or people that either have or are working towards some type of financial success or stability. So that means these are very creative people. Creativity comes in all aspects. It's about the eye of the beholder. Do you understand? So if I see something as art, and the other person doesn't see that as art, it doesn't mean that it's not art. Just because one person doesn't see or have the vision that someone else does. So, this is what some individuals like to do. And they get other people to join on. I don't know if it's a fee or if you've got to submit to something or take some type of oath. But I sense they make it look like rainbows and light, and it's not that. 2 cups on the bottom, so. Oh. No, 3 of cups, sorry. So, they're celebrating over doing this to individuals. And then they will come at this, right? Oh, shit. So they like to take away people's strength to control them. So I sense that, or they collaborate with people and get people to believe, yeah, I can assist you with this, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? When really, they're just trying to get the intel to then find a way to backstab somebody to take it from them. Do you understand? To take ownership of it. So maybe that's where this possession coming in. If that makes any sense. They use some type of magic to put, or even, do you know what? Or even put shit in people's food, their drinks, maybe even take items of clothing, because I do know that can be done. Do you understand? And it's more powerful if you have like a personal item of that individual's. So I kind of sense that they do things in like a stage, innit? But at the same time, they sit back and watch their handiwork. And then once they see it's working, they go out and celebrate. Or they go back to their little coven and celebrate this. So I think this is like a group activity. This is their job description as well. Yeah, collaboration. So this is like their job description. This is what they do. So they're like I don't know why I just heard organized crime syndicate. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, some type of organized crime syndicate. So it's like they go around and do this type of shit, basically. I'm not trying to be funny, but this could be just any old Joe Blogs in society. But on the flip side, I'm also seeing New Age church occultists. That's quite demonic, actually. But yeah, and this is how these people. So they didn't actually gain notoriety through the actual good deeds that they did. They gained notoriety, money, love through manipulation of others. Like I said, mind control is like they like to possess people's mind, but then they make you think or believe that it's you. You're thinking that it's not. So if you know you've ever been to, I don't know, certain churches maybe, or even places in the community where they've offered you some type of beverage, or there's been some type of party celebration and you might consume some food. Yeah. Or someone else might have said, oh, like say you might have been in and someone offered, or just turned around and said, oh, I thought I'd make you this because you're unwell and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It was poisoned. It was poisoned so that when they did the spell work, it would actually work. If that makes any sense, because you've got to remember, those of us that are protected or spiritually strong, it's not going to be that easy. So they had to infiltrate you first. Before it's like a first stage, a second stage, a first stage. Do you understand? And then from there, they just sit back and watch. Watch the rewards of their actions. I just heard. Damn. I can literally see it as well. Because I've been to certain places where they've offered certain things and I've declined. Purely because I've always been told you can't just eat from anybody. And I'm not trying to be funny, there are a lot of even though they are of all ages, there are a lot of older ages that are very prevalent doing this. You got to remember they've had decades to master it. Do you know what I mean? They are the living wolf in sheep's clothing because they come. You would think with their age they'd be more graceful and more honest. Not trying to be funny. Not saying all of them, but a lot of them. They're the worst. They're the worst ones because they're the people that you would least expect. And I've experienced it myself where you just think that being around an elder person is meant to give you like some type of guidance or knowledge, worldly knowledge, when really they have their own underlying agenda. I've had experiences. But in the minute I realized, I cut ties with those individuals. With no notice. Just cut ties. You ain't got to explain nothing. Because when you can do that so maliciously for no reason other than your own self-gratification, there ain't shit I got to explain to you before I cut you off. Period. But guys, you're still in your stroke. So those of you that might have experienced this, or could be currently going through this, don't allow these individuals to try and manipulate you further into thinking that, oh, you're overreacting. Oh, it's not like that. The fuck it is. It is exactly like this. This is what these people do. And I'm going to say it again. They find it more funny at the fact of you maybe even trust these individuals. And behind your back, they all gather together and sit and laugh about these things. They don't care where they hurt. As long as they get what they want, that's all that matters. So the fact that they're being exposed is the best thing ever. That is the best thing to end this year. At least now you know you can go into 2026 with a clean slate. These people ain't getting no clean slate. They still got their big plate of karma to see through. Yeah. This is coming, or this is what they've been obtaining from individuals once they possessed your mind. It's like they was puppeting people. I heard that they were getting no resistance. Wow. So they played the game really, really well. You know, building up their rapport, gaining your trust. Do you know what I mean? Maybe even asking you to do little favors for them. Just to make you fall in even deeper, if that makes any sense. And then they implement stage one of their nefarious attacks. I just heard men, women, and children. Wow. I already said that children carry the most highest potency of pure energy. And that's what they're after. I also know that this is why they like to do it through fear. Because whatever substance you emit through fear, I didn't even hear devils, I heard demons. So these people are demons. Oh. Whatever substance that your body emits when you're in fear or terrified, it's something in your blood or something like that. They love it. It's got these people going crazy, literally. And once they lose whatever it is, they can't handle it, because without it, they can't survive. Oh my days. So we like to thrust people into darkness. And I said it to you before, and I'll say it to you again. A lot of you that woke up to this, or are waking up to this, like I said, you can see in the dark. You are the light in the dark. So they try and thrust you into darkness to make you experience even worse, hoping you're going to reach out to the same people abusing your trust and abusing you full stop. That doesn't make any sense. But some of you know this, some of you may not have been aware of this, and you may have reached out to these individuals, and then they just piled more on top. This is crazy. And then they leave you hanging in some type of suspense, some type of mental suspense, suspended something, confused, ghosted even. It's like being picked up, nurtured, and then dropped out of the blue. Being picked up, nurtured, and then dropped out of the blue. After a few times, okay. So okay. That's how they get these people to submit. Forcibly. But because they're doing it through magical whatever manipulation, you're not realizing that they're pulling the strings. You're thinking you're doing it from your own free will, and you're not. This is bad. This is really bad. But this is what they do. Unfortunately, some people have taken some type of oath, or they got so used to glorifying or seeing whatever little trinkets they get as like their God. So when it gets pulled away, these people become unhinged. And that's exactly what's been playing out now. So whatever it is that was pulled back from these individuals, they didn't like that. So this is why they've been doing all these different attacks, manipulation. So if it's not sticking to my collective, that tells me it's going back to these individuals. And in fact, the more they do, the more they do, the more they get exposed. So the more they try to do little dirty tactics, is the more their own shit. The truth comes out, basically. The creator's funny, you know. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, see it there? It's a death. There has to be a death. Because they're not just breaking spiritual law. They're breaking all the laws of the universe. This is why there's so much unbalance. It's like they hate to see people in alignment. Do you know what? I don't understand why people hate to see people. So that's like saying these people that act like they're so happy and life is so good, you're lying. Because if you hate to see someone that's generally happy, even no matter what they're experiencing in life, that's the energy that you have no clue about. So that tells me that you people are clearly fake. And you put on some type of charade or performance for the society or the community or wherever it is that you are to make it look otherwise. But you can't do that no more, can you? Because everything you've done has come back to bite you tenfold, literally tenfold. Again, some of you guys was born into this. Some of you guys adapted to this, thinking that this is the way to go. So again, it's not just any of Joe blogs. It is people with religious covenants. I believe they're the worstest ones. Because then they hide behind God. But I want to know, I would ask this question, like, what God are you talking about? The God of this realm or the God that created earth? Do you understand? That created us. Nobody has a thought to ask that question. You're just assuming when they keep preaching about God this and God that. No one's asking what God are you talking about. Literally. I notice the ones that are talking about the Creator, they live a different life to the ones that are worshipping the God of this realm. I see it clearly. I've actually made a point where I was guided to go to certain church. I don't even know why. The Creator asked me to. He's want me to observe, and I did that. I went to a lot of different churches in the town where I live just to see how they operate. And I did get a weird vibe, but then I did observe a lot of things that I didn't see as should be done in a church, if that makes any sense. And that went from how they presented themselves to what they was doing. I was a bit shocked actually, like, nah. But then other churches did things differently, but I'm saying overall, the ones that I felt deeply, that I didn't get a sense of, I didn't feel like no type of malicious energy. But at the same time, the churches that was very like boastful, very like grandiose, even to how the pastor was presenting himself, I saw nothing humble in it. And I think what got to me the most was, like I said, and I think I've said this before already, was when the man said he didn't ask for however much you can give. He put a specific amount on it. And I've never been to a church when they say, oh, we don't mind the money that drops, so that means change, but we rather the money that falls, meaning the notes. And I didn't get it at first. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? And then when I seen how shit was being passed around, I was like, okay. That's what I mean. Again, when they possess your mind, you're going to just give it away freely, believing that you're doing it willingly, and it's not. They have control of your free will, basically, for whatever manipulative means they did it, or whatever malicious tactics they use to do it. But at the same time, oh my! And I was just about to say, I guarantee the moon car is going to come up next. Of course, there's magic to do so. I'm just not really sure what kind of magic, because like I said, I don't mess around with shit like that, but yeah. So they were using the moon circles. I also like the Earth Angels, because Temperance card just fell out. In the upright. So we are the main targets then, basically. And I could say I kind of agree with that purely because of what I observed. But again, like I said, they make you believe like you're using your free will to do so, and you're not. That could be a whole nother live I can do at another time about that. about those experiences. Some of them are funny, some of them, yeah. But they knew. Because wherever demons are inside them, yeah, they can sense your light. They don't like it. So if you ever go to church and they start acting funny, or if you go and sit along a certain row and then people move away, that's what that is. Your spirit's irritating your demons, so they're fighting. So there's a lot of verbal altercations going on, possibly even physical. I see that a lot of people are waking up and they're pissed, especially when you betray people's trust. But at the same time, the ones that was fooled, they have to take responsibility for being their own participant in whatever shape or form. They have to take their own accountability into play also, if that makes any sense. Five of Cups. Yeah, they're disappointed. So they didn't plan for this to happen. They didn't plan for all this shit to be exposed. It's the way it's been exposed. Is what I'm getting. It's the way it's been exposed. So they can't do no damage control. It's literally like the more they try to lie and deceive, sirens, confirmation, is the more their own shit is coming out. Some people maybe even going to jail over some of the things that they've done. Why do I just hear extortion or extorting? Is extortion a word? Extortion. You could kind of see that in it. I don't think there's anything in the rule book where it says theft by manipulation. So would it be seen as like an act of extortion? Using some type of dark magic? Wow. Possibly. But if you know that's been your experience, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, but they're disappointed because they know what they have to lose. So they're not even disappointed at the fact of how they've been betraying people and lying in people's face. They're more upset and disappointed with the materialistic side of things. So that should tell you exactly who these individuals are, collective. I'm being honest. And a lot of them, for some of you, is your own comic family members. Yeah. These people have been going on luxury holidays, buying different cars. Yet though the church is still looking massive. Yeah, that makes sense. It's funny how the Empress card fell on the Nine of Wands. The Empress card fell on the Nine of Wands. That's funny. So, male or female? You have individuals that are actually in Empress energy. So that tells me you would have had to have endured a lot of how can I say? You would have had to have gone through a lot of trauma to even be able to step into this energy. You don't just get this title. Maybe that's why he was also doing his magic to manipulate people into willingly giving up their stature or giving or allowing these people access to it. And these people have been manipulated, taken full advantage. Yeah, full advantage of it. Well, you had a good reign. That's what I can say. You had a good reign. But expect some happy news anyway. What is this? The Knight of Cups to the Queen of... Oh. Is somebody going for a tower? Or is there a tower for somebody? Someone's getting a tower over some type of love proposal. A Queen of Pentacles. Or maybe these people need to go for a tower or be put in a tower for this to come through. Maybe these people have been blocking it. So not only that, they've been blocking other people from receiving true love or just love in general. Because everything's energy in it. Maybe they were siphoning it for themselves. Possibly for why the tower's here. Or maybe there are people like in the tower energy to obtain these love proposals. Could be, maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was on the negative end. That's Four of Swords is being laid to rest. So, I take it that there's been a lot of fabrication and falsity and falsifying. So that's probably why the tower is here. Maybe the tower is here for the ones that have been duped into things and lied to about things for them to come to the realization. Because I get when you've had this type of manipulation placed over you, it's kind of hard to comprehend, which is why you probably would need the tower. That tells me that you're still amongst or around these siphoning individuals. So the tower was needed in order to force you into some type of isolation, for it to either wear off or for you to come back to your senses. Possibly. But yeah, whatever it is, it's been laid to rest. So this is time to take time to recalibrate, come to your senses possibly, and see it for what it is. Yeah. This is someone with some type of authoritative energy. It could be the authorities, doesn't have to be. Could this be someone in this energy? Or it could be someone that holds this energy of truth. Like once they made the decision, they can't be swayed, so you can't manipulate this individual. Or this could actually be the police. So there could be a lot of police involvement, or possibly even an investigation. Why did I just hear crimes against humanity? Wow. That's a big rabbit hole. Okay. So maybe some of you people did awaken up to some things and you may have reported it and somebody turned a blind eye. Or these individuals had someone on the payroll. Maybe this officer was part of this group or this coven, whatever it was. So we made sure any complaints that came out or was reported against any of these individuals were never filed. That's bad. And because of it, that has produced a real investigation. This is a lot. This is literally like something you would actually see on the goddamn movies. Again, clearly it happens, otherwise how would they get the idea for it in the first place? There's no way they're going to make a movie on shit that they just think up unless this was actually done. Or this is what these people do. Maybe it's a thing where it's been a generational thing, so their family members did it in past lives, or like 150 years ago, whatever the case may be, but clearly this is what these people do. This is crazy. And I get it, when you challenge these individuals, they make out like you're crazy. Like, how dare you insult my integrity? What integrity? You ain't got none. What do you mean? Your integrity is bought at the right price. Let's be for real. So, I can even take this one of two ways, yeah? The Ten of Swords to Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is balance, yeah? But Ten of Swords is backstabbing. Maybe these people paid for a tax to have people unbalanced. Because when you're unbalanced, you can't really think straight, can you? Do you understand? You ain't gonna really make the right decisions. This is obviously what this is about then. So by you making the bad choices, it leads more to these people's favor. But the overall aim was to Ten of Swords people. So once they had you seen as like imbalanced, it enabled them to be able to take whatever they want from you. Again, with their manipulation, so that people think, oh, Jesus, you just unhinged. They got a few screws, but I'm gonna look after them though. Really, you didn't want to do that. You just wanted what they had. These are very, very greedy individuals. Greedy and evil. This is pure evil personified. I don't care what anybody says. Pure evil. And then they will stand at the pulpit and act like they're worshipping their creator. That's a lie. They're worshipping the God of this realm. Let's be for real. The creator of this universe is not going to permit you to behave like this. This is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. And it's only the devil that's going to permit you to do forbidden magic, or to even give you the use of it, or show you even how to use it. You understand? Or even know where to go to fucking obtain these things. What are you talking about? Disgusting. So we got the Page of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. But you have stability either way. Or you was able to maintain stability even with what you was up against. They wasn't expecting that. Page of Pentacles is good news. So maybe, hypothetically, maybe if you owned any kind of assets, these people was finding some way to either obtain it or help themselves to it. Basically. So if they did that, or if they managed to steal something from you, whatever it was, you're receiving it back. So expect some kind of incoming contact. Maybe people are trying to block any type of communications. I know they do things like that, where it could be in like a form of a letter. Like a prime example, I came home the other day, and my mail was outside on the pavement. Not even inside the block, outside on the steps. That's very unlawful, because that's just like saying anybody can gain access to steal your mail. They have been stealing mail anyway. Do you understand? I kind of figured out it's probably to do with the court case. Again, this is what these people do. Top of the list is your own family members. They need it too, because they're probably in a watching from fake accounts. That's what they do. They don't want you to receive love. Because by you receiving love, see it there? I know it's going to be a matter of time before this card came up. Yeah. So that tells me the justice card. The scales are being balanced. Every situation is not going to be the same. But for the most part, a lot of you have prayed for this. You've prayed for justice. You've prayed for clarity, I mean. You've prayed for confirmation. And it's here. Collective is here. But for the ones responsible for these acts, your time has come. You need to answer for all the crimes we've committed. There's nobody that can shout to you. So again, collective, you may have certain individuals trying to come around and be all nice and sweet and act like they want to make peace. It's a lie. I'll say it again. Do not shield these people from their own karma. No matter what they say, because they like to lie and act like their misfortune is at the hands of somebody else, knowing full well they're reaping what they've sown. And if you assist these people in any way, shape, or form, that's like you agreeing to share their karma, whatever it is. And I promise you, collective, the minute you do that and your back is turned, these people are then going to push everything they've done onto you karmically. And only God knows how long you have to suffer for. You suffered enough. Do you know what I mean? So don't allow these people. It's the same people that don't want you to have any type of relationship, any type of loving, kind relationship. So I also sense that these are kind of like people that they view themselves as like above the rest. So they kind of like look down their noses at you. That's funny. But yet they're behind the scenes, you're using magic to try and manipulate people's minds into reaching out to you. Make that make sense. Oh, I forgot, it doesn't. But yeah, for some of you, we all know that the most powerful energy you can obtain is pure love. The Queen of Wands in the upright. So maybe it's been exposed that who your true nature is. Maybe they had you painted as someone else, possibly with all these lies. Maybe it's for the fact of you've been speaking up on things and they're not like that. Because Wands is fire, in it, like air. Wands is fire, so I just got I got this Yeah, I kind of have to take this off of me. Damn. Ooh. Sorry. I got this edge protector on. And I've had it on for more than an hour. So it's pinching my ears. It's pinching my ears. Oh, the flats on my ears. Oh, that feels better. Oh, release the earlobes. Release the earlobes. Yeah. Now back to on a serious note now. It's in the upright, so that tells me they couldn't shake you. So no matter whatever they sent your way or whatever they fired at you, for some of you, they probably did try to use some type of fire magic. That didn't work. So you're very resilient. Again, I don't think you realized how strong you was until you literally like had no choice. But you're about to get your wishes come true. Whatever it is you've been wishing for, I don't know, because we're all different and we all want different things. But what I will say is, for some of you, they try to block this from you. They try to even block your manifestations in the sense of with these attacks. So you ain't got time to focus on anything good because you're spending most of your time trying to defend yourself. But where there's a will, there's a way. For a lot of you, is able to kind of like juggle a few things that you can. You're very good at multitasking. Maybe that's a gift that you just realized you had. And you didn't know you had it until you was actually put in a position where these qualities came into play, is what I would say. But yeah, you're getting your wishes fulfilled, whatever shape or form that is, or whatever you've been wishing for. It's just like believing that miracles can happen, isn't it? So the illusion that these people send towards you make you try and put you in a mindset of you're never going to get justice, you're never going to reach your dreams. Do you understand? Just to make you think to yourself, yeah, skip there. The Nine of Cups after the Ten of Cups. Is that another card? No, that's the Temperance energy. So you are either in this energy or this is what's coming in for you. You're happy ever after. So if you know what you've been through in this last, God knows how many years, for some of you, it could be a few months, for some of you, it could be 5 years, for some of you, it could be over a decade, and then for some of you, this could have been your whole life that you've had to be fighting these spiritual battles. It doesn't mean that the war is over. It just means that you've adapted and you're better skilled at handling it, whereas before you may not have been. Because there's no explanation, there's nothing you can go out and say to people. People are not, you can't have a conversation with them about spiritual warfare. They're not going to understand, they're not going to get it. And I get that. I was that person too, like, you're taking the piss, like, how, what, when, and where. It's always the unseen, in it. Always the unseen. Yeah, so these people may have had you feeling some type of like overburdened and overwhelmed. But I don't think that's currently. I sense that that's past energy. Maybe you wasn't aware of the individuals. So even just being in their company, do you understand? They was kind of pushing things into your energy. They were trying to weigh you down with their burdens. And for a lot of you, I have to just sit like it is. You may have been carrying other people's burdens that wasn't yours. It was never yours to carry. So these people knew exactly who you was. They knew exactly who you was. This is why they did what they did. Again, how else would they know unless they was given the information by the same family that raised and abused you in the first place? Think about it. Exactly. They just didn't want you to know. Doesn't matter how long it took. You found out in the end, or you come to the realization in the end, or the creator activated you. Do you understand? And the rest it was a wrap from then on forward. It was a wrap. But the battle still goes on, but this war is over. I was about to say you have to defend yourself. Yeah. They may have had you pegged to respond a certain way. You didn't respond the way that they wanted you to. So this is just confirming, collective. This is just confirming that these people was trying to possess people's minds. And we've got the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. Yeah, so that's like saying these people work for the devil. I tell you why they work for the devil, because we all have our own destiny. We all have our own path. Do you understand? These people didn't want you to fulfill your destiny. This is why they did the things they did. So they knew who you were. That's just confirming. This just confirms they knew who you were, because if it is any Joe Blogs collective, why would they be so bothered in your destiny? Why would they be so bothered in your divine path? Unless it had some type of effect towards them. meaning they will benefit from you not fulfilling your destiny. Do you understand? Because don't get it twisted, they don't have a doppelganger ready to take your place. I go as far as to say there is someone out there impersonating you. Do you understand? But they're completely in the dark. Do you get me? Exactly. But they're not fulfilling that destiny for the creator. They're fulfilling the destiny for the God of this realm. That's the contract they obviously took. Good, bad, or indifferent. So it is what it is. All right, let's see what's going on a day-to-day basis then, shall we? Because that one was just like overall. But yeah, this is more like day-to-day. Day-to-day. This is a lot, man. So 8 at once is on the bottom minute, so that's attacks. Yeah, they was attacking relentlessly round the clock, you may as well say. And it's like the more you speak up, is there more attacks that come, that follow. So that just tells me they were trying to like bully you or force you into some type of silence. That didn't work neither. It feels like the more I sense that the more they try to do more attacks is the more you speak up. He was guided to just speak up. Yeah, so some people have some, I respect some type of positive outcome. I sense that these people have been trying to block it. They've been working, fighting tooth and nail to block it. Still withholding vital information. Still holding on to their lives, but it is what it is. The proof's in the pudding. Let's take a closer look. Let's wait for people to be sorry. Or they don't want you to know the full extent. See, look at that 8 of Cups come out again. They just didn't want you to know the full extent of what they've done. So some of them are in the 5 of Cups. So whatever they obtained, they burnt through it. The cups are empty. They have nothing to show for it. So now they want to look at the collective. Because they know that the collective's cup is overflowing. These people are not very smart. Not very smart. The fact that they have to do things in secrecy and behind people's back just confirms it. Do you understand? So why would my collective see again justice is out again? This is to create a balance in the scales. Why would my collective trust anybody that can backstab them for a price? Not because you've done anything wrong, because I can guarantee you haven't done anything wrong. At most, the only thing you did wrong, collective, is giving these people too many chances. Do you understand? Other than that, you did nothing wrong. So don't let these people guilt trip you at all. You owe them nothing. Yeah. Told you guys, you need to be celebrating. Well, you're about to. So now we're just going to confirm the cards again. So you did your job, collective. You shone a light on everything that was being done in the dark. So basically you exposed the darkness That's what I will say. You expose the darkness. So now it's time for you to celebrate. Because you accomplished what few was even able to see through or even stay to the path. And I get it, I don't judge him for it, innit? Do you understand? You've got to be built different. You've got to have tough skin. You've got to be severely resilient. Do you understand me? This path is not for the weak. You know what I mean? You're not in your head. Your mind is clear. You have clarity. You're not stupid. And you follow your instincts. So just keep building. Continue to build. Spirit, why do you keep dashing these cards on the floor? Oh, is it because had an extra bit of sleep? Is it because I had an extra bit of sleep? Yeah, whatever this is, whatever changes is coming in, collective, it's coming in fast. So there's some type of swift movement. Every action causes a reaction. They already chose what reaction they wanted, and that's exactly what they're getting. So you either are, or what's coming in now is some type of financial stability. Possibly you may be having returned to something that was either blocked or stolen. Do you understand? By the lies and deceit of these ex family members. Yeah. It's like these people are now stuck in some type of purgatory where they can't move. They can't move forward, and they can't make moves. Why? Because they're still trying to hide shit. Yeah, I know you would take it to. I just heard someone say, they're taking it to their grave. They're never going to speak the truth. And that's fine. We don't need to hear the truth from your mouth. We can see it. We can feel it. There may be a king of wands that may want to apologize. Maybe he listened to, or I'm not really getting bribed. Maybe he allowed the wrong people to get into his ear. I'm not sure what part he plays in the attacks, but I know he observed it. I'm not sure if he contributed to it financially or lent people money to be able to do this to you. But what I will say is someone that wants to either owes an apology or someone wants to apologize. Now it's up to you whether you choose to accept it or not. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You're not obligated to, collective. Do you understand? You hold the power now. The ball's in your court. And oh, I knew there'd be some type of agenda. Why? Now I can take this one of two ways. Yeah, you're about to come out of some type of material lack again because of what was being blocked from what was stolen from you. I'm also getting some people only want to come back around and apologize now and try and be friends to you now because they're losing everything. That is their karma. For them to live out the rest of their years in their Five of Pentacles. Nothing they cannot build anything again. Because everything that they did build, they built it off the backs of others, of abusing, harming, and extorting others that didn't deserve it. That's what I will say. And for some of you, they didn't want you to tap into your own spiritual gifts. But you got to remember, collective, we all have some type of gift in some way, shape, or form, yeah? So if they didn't want to focus on their own gifts, that should tell you one or two things, yeah? They chose to give that up when they took the alliances that they did. That make any sense? Don't have it. Ooh. I told you. Again, these people are trying to use magic for some diabolical reasons, yeah? So there's an emperor out here who may be in the upright now, but I don't believe he was always in the upright. I believe he uprighted himself at the last minute when he realized shit's not going his way. Yeah, both of these came out in reverse, back to back. Don't play with me. Both of these came out. What does that tell you? They're losing everything. So put it this way, the only things that they probably be able to keep is anything that they built off the blood, sweat, and tears off their own back. But anything they bought from or accumulated from stealing and abusing others, all of that's going. All of it's going. Their words in reverse, they're at the bottom of the wheel. Do you understand? And until they do right by the wrongs they committed, they're gonna stay there, I promise you. And that probably explains why they want to be sorry now. It's too late to apologize. Too late to apologize, yeah. And all the what do you call it? All the different plots, there was multiple different attacks. And it's countless attacks. So for some of you could have been experiencing this for years at the hands of this individual. And I can guarantee you now, had you not been at the bottom of the wheel and the road is in reverse for them, they would never be wanting to come in and apologize for anything. Because they feel justified in what they did. And it was never justified. How dare you? Oh, they're bored of receiving karma now, huh? I bet you are. You made your bed, you can lie in it. Again. Some people want to come in and show you love now. Psh. Why would you want it? It's really funny how you can be there for people in the darkest moments, yeah? Support them in their darkest moments. But when you was going through your darkest moments, not one of these people reached out. And they knew what you was going through. If you tried to ring them, they wouldn't answer. If you text them, they wouldn't respond. But now they're going through severe karma. Now they want to extend an olive branch. You better keep it. Because in my opinion, I'll snap that bitch in two. Keep your olive branch. Again, this is balance. So it's not because they want to, because they have to. Do you know, I just heard that saying from the Color Purple. Until you do right by the collective, anything you do, anything you even think about will always fail. Yeah. This is balance for us. This is crazy. Do you know, you could actually do like a Netflix special on this shit. Hey, where's 50 Cent? He needs to do a Netflix special on this. I'm telling you. This is crazy. Yeah, the Four Cups will come out again. Yeah, some of you owed some money, or you're going to step into some type of financial position, possibly even, do you know what I'm even seeing as well? For some of you, somebody may want to offer you some type of job position that these people got in the middle of. So whatever position that was going to be offered to you, they pulled back on it. And these thieves stepped into it. Guaranteed. If anybody gets that information, please let me know. But yeah, whatever it is for you, collective, you're about to be having a nice holiday. You can rest easy now. The worst is over. Oh, do you know what I heard? I heard the worst is over and the best is yet to come. And I guarantee you, yeah, had you retaliated or match their anger, like when anger for anger kind of thing, you would never repay any of this. But this is what they want you to do. They want you to jump on that bandwagon and fight fire with fire. No, turn your back. Focus on yourself. Don't give them that energy because it's still an energy exchange. And they want you stuck in that back and forth, hoping it would wear you down or exhaust you to the point of you just be like, all right, I give up. I'll submit and be your slave. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not my collective. Hell no. Yeah. It's like these people are bored of going through this karma. But they know how to end it, but they refuse to do that. So they're still trying to do little covert attacks. Or maybe they're hoping to send someone into you to finish the job. So be mindful of people approaching the collective. Be mindful. And your angel will let you know that your instincts will tell you. Regardless of the magic that the people are trying to do to block your third eye, block your instincts. Do you understand? Or they're trying to subdue your gifts. They have no power or authority. Do you understand? You can rebuke that shit and send it back to them. Tenfold. Yeah. They're bound to the actions they took. They're bound to the contracts they agreed to. They're bound to the oaths they took. Period. And it won't surprise me if the devil came up. The devil's coming to collect. He's coming to collect. The devil's coming to collect. He's coming to collect. The devil's coming to collect. He's coming to collect. Yeah. And the Green Reaper too. I swear there's another part fall out. Am I missing something? Did it drop? Yeah, there's no celebration for these people. It's in the reverse. So again, this is someone that was probably trying to impersonate you, pretending they have the gifts that you had. And when it came time for them to produce these gifts, they couldn't. So that also tells me this is somebody, or if you're a family member or some type of an ex that you was in some type of relationship with or contract with, that was just out of straight siphoning your energy. Yeah, siphoning your energy to pretend to be you. The only thing you didn't bank on was when you turned your back and took back your energy, they never had your gifts. They never had your gifts in the first place, but they knew what gifts you had. That they went back and told these little cover members. So therefore, I know what I do. I'll initiate myself pretending to be the collective. Because you'd already siphoned the collective energy, didn't you? But you squandered that energy. That's why you want to come and creep back now with your sorries. Hell to the effing no. That's a no for me, and that's a hell no for my collective. Collective, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by these people. Just remember what the Most High said. Remember how they did you dirty. We can forgive all day long. We will never forget how dirty these people have done us, including your own family members, out of their own sheer greed and jealousy and envy. Not any lifetime. But for us collective, where are you going to a holiday? Tell me. Is it going to be like a destination wedding? Tell me. You're going to go backpacking? You're going to go on a cruise? You're going to buy yourself a new car? Where are you going? Make sure you send me some beautiful pictures. So I can say, that's my collective. You go, girl. You go, man. Do you, boo? You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. London Bridge is burning down, burning down, burning down. Carmel Bridge is burning down, cause I said so. Carmel Bridge is burning down, burning. Cars come out again, man. He's out here again. Yeah, shit's going down. And I know someone's in Ray because I'm starting to get like hot. So someone is fuming. They're probably feeling that I'm spilling the tea. I don't care. Yeah. In order for us to continue forward, even though we are continuing forward, these people need to go in the tower. The tower needs to be here, but they want the tower for the collective. For what, we ain't doing anything. We're standing at our post, we're following our journey, and we completed our contract. What are you talking about? No matter what you people tried, because we didn't give up. Yes, yeah. You're already in your new venture. And whatever aspect it is for you, because it's not going to be the same for all of us. But what I will say is, it only gets better from here up, collective. Again, I have to say to you, be mindful of the individuals trying to reconnect, new or old. Do you understand? Because these people will never stop. They're going to keep going until the Grim Reaper pulls their ass off this realm, I guarantee you. They're thinking, no, I just heard someone say, oh, if you can't beat them, join them. We don't want you to join us. Do you understand? Go and join the Flying Monkeys with your karma and sit over there in it, period. How about they want to extend up? Was it up? How about they want to extend the olive branch? Keep your olive branch. We don't want it. Why would you want your olive branch when we've already planted our own seeds that are grooming? And it's so funny because I swear I heard the divine say, you will know my people by the fruits they bear. Remember that. Remember that. Excuse me, spiritual birth. If I can just add a new niche to your belt. The healed, wounded warrior. That's a nice one, the healed, wounded warrior. Go, my collective. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me and I'm proud of you. And if we talk to this and oh. I told you. I told you. I told you. Their judgment is to watch my collective get all the love they deserve, yeah? That's one thing. Leave these bitches to fight. Leave them to fight amongst themselves. Confirmation again. This is their judgment. And the thing about it is, no one ain't forcing these people to stalk us. No one ain't forcing these people to watch us on a daily basis. No one ain't forcing these people to be the first person to stalk everything we post. Anytime you come on live, they're the first person people in it on fake accounts. Why? Exactly. Eight of ones on the bottom. So that tells me that there was relentless attacks on us. And I'm only looking to see if any of the magic that they did is having any type of effect. So every time they see us still smiling and shining, I told you, I told you, they couldn't have us out of balance. We are still balanced. We shine bright like the star that we've always been. Page of Pentacles. Someone's expecting some type of good news, whether it be financial, lucrative, a job offer, a promotion, whatever it might be. While these people shit get exposed, because we expose shit and the movement's with us anyway. Somebody again, collective. Now, I'm taking this one of two ways, yeah? Some people, stupidly, it is what it is. I just have to say what I see. They said it was like a fight to the death, innit? And the Most High said, your wish is granted. So whatever demons that's controlling them is going to keep making them do that until overall, once they pass, the demons got their wish. Do you understand? Because they got them, period. They are being laid to rest. And there ain't no amount of money that can pay for them to be dealt with otherwise. There's no amount of money that can get them out of this. And again, please, collective, do not allow these people around you again. It doesn't matter if they're crying to the creaming. It doesn't matter if they're crying to the point of they got all snot coming out their nose. It's just an act. They're more upset and crying in the fact that they're going through karma. They're not sorry for what they did. They felt justified in all the harm they caused you. For some of you collectively, they literally tried to take you out. In fact, Joan Fanny put a contract on you. Let's be for real. Let's lay it all on the table. Your own family put a contract out on your head. So that the minute this hitman took you out, they was going to cash in on the fraudulent life insurance policy they put under your name. Okay? For some of you, they already got you done on paper. Yeah. That's, you know, it was just premeditated. Oh. So they sent a Knight of Wands in reverse in towards you to be a lover in your life, yeah? Check this out. To make you abandon your path or to take you off your path in whatever shape or form it comes in. And I double down on that one. Yeah. And because you refused it, that's why they're in sleepless nights. That's why they're having anxiety. But remember, collective, that's all the experiences that you had to go through. And it's funny how not they're experiencing it, they can't handle it for 5 minutes. But it's all right when we was handling it. It was all right when everybody else was piling their burdens on top of us. We had to transmute all of that before we can even start to heal ourselves. What kind of BS is that? But now they're experiencing not even half of what they put on other people. They can't handle it, collective. How dare you people? Or should I say, how dare you soulless, heartless skin suits? Because there's not an honest bone in you. There's not a decent bone in you at all. This is why the Most High thrust your ass into darkness, because that's what you wanted. But the minute your ass got into the darkness, you was in it for what, 5 minutes? Oh, you want to flip-flop, now you want to be up in the upright. Too late shall be your cry. And I stamped down, I command myself, sat up, laying down on like a, what do you call those things when you go on holiday? Those long, like a long deck chair kind of thing with a towel on it by the pool. Sipping a mojito. And I could feel, literally, even though it's cold in there, I can literally feel the warmth from the rays of the sun. And we're just chilling. My collective is just chilling. All right, look, so if somebody's is gone to somewhere nice and hot, make sure you send some pictures, please. That's all I ask. So I know you're having a good time. And I can be happy for you. That's the difference between the collective and these people. We emit genuine happiness. You understand? And they clearly fake it. And this is why after the time, these people cannot spend an extended amount of time around you. And this is why they either disappear, make excuses to go, or make excuses not to stay. I've actually experienced that. I myself have experienced that already, not too long ago. So yeah. Oh, it's my. Well, I think what do you know? That's my ancestors reaching out to me. My nan used to play this suit, and who's is it? Jimmy Cliff. The harder they come, the harder they fall, and I know. Toom, 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 toom. Oh yes, the harder they come, oh the harder they fall, and I know. I don't know, so I just remember the chorus bit. Oh, I miss you too, guys. I remember that song. And another one. Wake up in the morning, wanting some breakfast. Don't be fed. Oh, the Israelites. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to love that tune. No, I didn't act when I was a child, like I said, back to back to back. It was on repeat. But now I appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Whenever that song popped into my mind, I know that's my past of loved ones. Remind me that it's still here. And let me know I will always be okay. We're not really here in the physical, but they're here in spirit. And I'm grateful for that. Yeah. I was gonna. What should I leave you with? Let me see. I'll leave you with. I want to do a set that I've not done for ages. I can't remember the deck, what the name of the deck is, but let me just go and get it in a second, 2 seconds. Let's just grab it a minute. Oh, that's it. I haven't done this deck for a minute, guys. Alright. No, I haven't done this for a minute, guys. It's called the Self Sorcery deck. So let's see what trinkets the ancestors or the most high next to collecting. I do two. That's why I slept so much. You see, when you're pulling this kind of energy, it takes a lot, you know. It does. It is really quite draining. But like I said, I never expected to fall asleep. I think I dropped. It was this time. What's the time? It was around about this time yesterday. Yeah, I said, oh, I'm going to take a nap. And that's the last thing I remember. So when I woke up, and I'm thinking, oh, I only slept for a couple of hours. Collective. It was literally the next morning. I was like, huh? Like, I was a bit confused. Like, what's going on? I thought I only had 8 hours max. Oh, no. We're talking, there must have been at least 12 hours. Because I slept from lunchtime yesterday until about 7 this morning. So literally, it was a bit dark. You know, like when it's just coming to daylight, it was like that when I woke up. And that's how I know. I heard the birds. I wake up with the birds. That's how I knew. And I was thinking, huh? They should be chirping. It's not that long after lunchtime. That's what I'm thinking. It was the next day, collective. Yeah. But I obviously needed it, innit? Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. What do we have for the self-sourcing? Please and thank you. I'll have a nice cup of tea afterwards. Can I get two? For my collection. I asked for two, and I barely even finished the sentence, and exactly two popped out. Thank you. Okay. Oh. I remember a song. I don't know who sings the song, but it says something about lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Yeah. Forever in progress. That's literally to a T, in it. Forever in process and progress. What do you think? Right. So let me tell you what aspects it comes under. Forever in process and lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. What was I telling you about your instincts? This is the card of trusting your instincts. Don't play with me. Yeah, it says trust your instincts. 85. 80. 83. 85. Oh. You have to let me know if this resonates for you. It says you're living a self-sourcing process that's bigger than you and yet intimately nourishes you so that you can dream, vision, create, and innovate. This is you being forever in the process and progress. And it's through these cycles of process and progress that you can begin to really figure out how to navigate a world that isn't set up in your favor by turning your attention to creating a different one. I like that. That's true, isn't it? I like that. Right. Oh yeah, this is your affirmation. Your affirmation is, I am forever in progress and process. No, I'm forever in process and progress. It's really on the card, isn't it? So that's not usually give you a different one. Another one is, I am full of myself. You have to be full of yourself. So it says life is a process. It's how you can care for, nourish, and nurture yourself. So you're able to stay present to yourself, for longer. It's how you tune into this rhythmicity of your frequency. It's how you tend to what it is that you truly long for, so that you get curious and remain ever curious about your deep oceanic longings. It's how you feel less need to meet social requirements and instead become a walking, talking, often singing invitation to society to meet you exactly where you are without bending and shaping yourself into something acceptable and liable. It's process and progress. I like that one. All right, let's see what the lean back one is. Oh, there it is. Lean back is 59. So lean back is a card that says confer when you've come to your senses. So you've awakened to who you are and you accept it fully and you stand in it wholeheartedly. Right, number 59. It's number 59. Reminds me of that Bullseye program. 180. Alright, guys. Right, 59. Lean back. The wisdom of your ancestors can be met if you settle back and trust your body and its wisdom. Their wisdom is your wisdom collective. So they've handed you the baton. And it says, you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh! Oh! I'm just joking. Oh gosh. So often we lean forward looking into the small screen of our phone or computer. This activates our future thinking. We forward trip and borrow problems from the future, getting anxious about shit that hasn't even happened yet. Well, at least not in this timeline. But when we lean back into our physical back and if we can feel that against an ancient stone or the trunk of a yew tree, all the better, or even just allow our attention and weight to drop into the back of our body, we have the possibility and capability to access 3 billion years of wisdom. Our ancestral self, their wisdom is your wisdom. Oh, that's so sweet. And true. Right, your affirmation is, guys, I lean back and access their wisdom, my wisdom. So honor your ancestors. Known and unknown. I know there's probably a lot that you haven't even met yet. Or never got the chance to meet. Still honor them regardless. So I always honor my ancestors, known and unknown. Right. Yeah, 90 for a gang. Damn right. You are the blueprint. Don't forget it. Doesn't matter how much society tries to erase our history. Do you understand? They can't erase what's in us. And that's what they do like. But that's what they like to do. They like to distract you with things like this, technology, anything. They like to distract you with all things that bring down your frequency. But you got to remember, when we never had technology, how did our ancestors survive? That's where you got to go back to. Like anytime you're feeling any type of way or any type of ailment, the first thing you want to do is go to the doctors. No. Do you know what I mean? The doctors is the biggest what do you call it? The doctors are the biggest drug dealers going. And the government is the pimp. And I'll tell you why, because we're taking medication for things that our ancestors healed naturally. So we're paying their money and the government get a backhand off of that in taxes, innit? Do you know what I mean? But the doctor plays the position of a drug dealer by keeping us in this cycle of come back to them to get more and more medication. And then when you get a side effect, you got to go and they will give another brand of medication to counteract the side effects. And before you know it, listen, you're a walking, talking chemist. I know, I was that person. Not anymore. I would have not have done that with the guidance from my ancestors, period. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that energy read. I hope you can take whether it resonates or not. Do you know what I mean? If it resonates for one person, then that's good enough. You know, everybody's story is different, but I also do realize that there's a lot of how can I say, haters in the chat. And you can tell because when you're projecting that energy, you think I don't realize that that's what you're doing. Do you understand? Just because you're angry. You're being forced to take accountability for the actions you took, period. Just like we have to take accountability as a collective for the fact that we gave people more chances than they needed. You understand? But yes, I hope you enjoyed that read. I did as well. It was a lot, to say the least. This is why I like to kind of like keep a genuine time scale because it is quite draining. You know, those that know knows exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, but I felt very. I don't know. I felt a bit excited. That sounds weird, isn't it? Not in like a bad way, like because I was just excited for the fact of the truths coming out and people have been exposed for who they truly are. So in that sense, the collective is being vindicated of any wrongdoing. We ain't done shit, you know. So, and I'm proud of my collective, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of how far I've come, and everything I've overcome. Do you understand? I didn't do that by myself. I did that with the helping hand of the Creator and my ancestors that was guiding me. You got to remember, every part of every cell of your DNA is your ancestors. Period. That's what I'm grateful. Because they like to judge a book by its cover, and I'm living proof of that. But you kind of get used to. Not saying that it's right, but you kind of get used to it. But I'm proud to have evolved into the individual that I am today, and I embrace it. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you do, like, share, subscribe, and I don't know how you do things, but yeah, it was nice to chat with you guys. It was nice to pour the energy. Like I said, if it helped one person, then that's my job done. You know, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. So it's what it is. So thank you for all the likes and shares and well, I don't know if there's any. I can't really see any shares, but yeah, I know I shared my own life, but yeah. That's all I would ask for is that you like and share the life. That's it. You understand? I'm not asking for your goddamn bank balance. Do you know what I mean? But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So I'm gonna just relax, I suppose, because it's Sunday, isn't it? It's not Saturday. I have to keep reminding myself it's not Saturday, it's Sunday. But I had a good rest though, so that's what that matters. I had a good rest though, so that's what that matters. Okay, and I will be back soon. I don't know when, but when the notification pops up. I know a lot of you got my profile on like high priority notifications, just to come in there and just stare at my face, or you come to see if any of your manipulation is working. I got news for you. It's not, isn't it? It's not too hot to handle. I know, but anyway, Ashe, or is it Namaste? Something like that. Anyway. Why doesn't mine? Oh, there, that's better. I won't put no more on. That's enough. I always like to keep a record of these lives because I know that people's been trying to earn off of my content from fake accounts pretending to be me. So I would never reach out to anybody. So if you do get anybody reaching out to me with my picture or my look or my likeness, it's not me. So the best you can do for me is block and report it because it's not me. I don't reach out to anybody.